How's it going, everyone? It's that Blue Abarth here, and welcome back to the channel and another video. And today, guys, I've been doing work. I've been doing many jobs, and I must admit, I'm still going. I've still got quite a lot of energy, and with those jobs out of the way, now it's just the little things like doing a video, cleaning the car, stuff like that. But the big things are out of the way, and it's now time to record a video for you guys. And today's video is actually going to be a remaster or a version 2 of a really old video that I did way back when. One of the first few videos that I ever did, actually. And that is how to make your car louder. Now, in the old videos, you'll see that there's quite a difference between then and now in terms of, how I present myself on camera. I wasn't very enthusiastic by the looks of it. My voice was very monotone. I didn't give off any emotion. And it was a little bit, it was a bit hard to watch because there was just a lack of anything really in those older videos. I started them like this. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing another video. And you can't watch a video like that. You've got to have energy, you've got to have enthusiasm for the topic and the content. And that's what has changed between all the way back then and the present day. And I think the videos are a lot better nowadays, as you can see. And here I've got a lot more energy in these videos, and I actually give off emotion in these later ones too. And that's something that I kind of want to improve on from those older videos, and that's why I'm making remasters. But as I didn't really give as much information in those old videos either. I mean, I didn't know that much about Abarth at the time. So now that I have tons more knowledge about the brand and the cars, I can give you guys fully remastered videos with all the proper information you would have wanted from those older ones, and I could just make them a lot better, include some more jokes, some more editing, and overall just make them 100 times better than they were. And today we're going to get into how to make your car louder, because there's actually a few more methods that I didn't mention in that original video. And how about I meet you at the back of the car and we'll get started. So let's get started with how to make your car louder from the outside. Now, there is actually a few methods you can do to increase the noise, but the obvious one, the one that everybody goes to first, is changing the exhaust. Now, you have two options when it comes to this. You can either go with an exhaust with a smaller back box or a straight pipe. Now, believe me, the best option out of the two is a straight pipe. If you want the maximum amount of noise, no restrictions, pops and bangs, and a lovely increase in the noise, a straight pipe is the way to go. Now, I'm not sponsored by Toyo Sports, but this is the best exhaust you can buy for an Abarth. That is my personal opinion, guys. You've probably heard it in my previous videos. It sounds fan-dabby-doozy, phenomenal, awesome, gives all the spiciest noises, and it's just great. It unleashes the character and proper awesomeness from this car. Actually, how about I start the car and give you a few cheeky revs so you can experience the glory of the Toyo Sport straight pipe. Because, hey, the standard exhaust is quite restricted. You guys have probably seen it. The TJ exhaust has a gigantic back box on it and quite small pipes too. So it kind of hides away a lot of the potential for this car. So putting an exhaust with a smaller back box or just whacking on a straight pipe, you'll definitely hear the difference. There's always an audible change when you change the exhaust. Moving on to the next method, and that is heat-resistant paint. Now, this is one of the more unique things you can do to the exhaust to increase the noise. And all you've got to do is buy a can, £6 from Halfords, and this is what you do. You get under the car, spray either the tips or the entirety of the system up to where it joins to the main pipe, and you get some awesome, crazy noises from the exhaust. I'm talking pops and bangs, clusters of crackles. It's great. Now, I did actually make a fully dedicated video to the heat resistant paint, and if you'd like to see that, thumbnail will be in the top corner so you can find the list of videos. And I was shocked with how amazing it sounded. Literally, I just revved it when it was warm, and it was vroom, vroom, it was like a mini C63, guys. It was crazy, and I loved it. Now, I have taken it off the tips because, well, chrome does look pretty awesome with the back. You can see it, and it looks crazy along with the rest of the rear end, but black looks quite nice too, and the quality of the paint is really good, so it doesn't come off easily. But if so, just literally top it up, and there you go. Now, you can have a few options with this too. You can either spray the whole system, just the tips, or the entire thing itself. Either way, you'll get a difference in noise. 100% guarantee you on that, because hey, I did it myself, and well, yeah, it definitely changed the tone. But you definitely get some more packs and bangs as well, so if you're looking for a bit of spiciness when you rev the car, then there you go. Now, that is pretty much it for the exhaust system. Moving a little bit further back to the cat now. Now, this is a bit of a controversial thing to do because one option is illegal. Now, you can either buy a sports cat, which definitely increases the noise from the outside, gives you a bit more turbo noise too, or actually anything you do, whether it be the exhaust or the cat, will give you some more turbo noise. So if you're looking to get a bit more of a whine from that awesome IHI or Garrett, then exhaust system or cat. If you change it, there you go. You get a bit more of a when you rev it or when you idle, when you drive it. It's awesome. One of my favorite noises of the car, guys, along with the straight pipe. I love it all, I've got to admit. Yeah, so you can either change for a sports cat. Now, Toyo Sports do a sports cat for this car. Whether it be too insane with the straight pipe, I don't know, but I imagine it'd be all right with just the standard exhaust, and then a sports cat, you definitely get a louder result. But you can either do that, or you can do a D-cat. Now, I don't recommend this, guys, because it is illegal. You will fail an MOT if you do take the cat off. Plus, it's kind of not good anyway because you get a lot of fumes from the car because there's no restrictions, especially if you have a straight pipe, no cat, you'll just get pure exhaust fumes and it won't be very nice. You'll probably, faint at the wheel, which wouldn't be very good. And it wouldn't be very pleasant either. So I advise not doing it really because it's just not good. Plus, you'll fail an MOT, which you wouldn't want that. Especially if you've got a nice record of passes, you won't want to fail just because you're taking the cat off. So a sports cat is more of a legal thing to do, and it gives a bit more of a result because, of course, there's less restrictions, less honeycomb inside it, so you're getting a lot more air and noise through the exhaust system. So that's everything for the outside of the car. It's now time to move to the inside to see how you can get a bit more noise from the cabin. Next up is how to make the car louder from the inside, and there's actually some really easy methods that you can do to increase the noise from the cabin. The easiest out of all of them, I'm talking no tools needed, no nothing, and takes just a few seconds, is to push the seats down. And well, I don't think I have to explain how to do that. You should just push them down, and there you go, jobs are good. And well, that increases the noise in the cabin, gives you a bit more exhaust noise from the back, and there you go, easiest thing you can do. Next up, you do have to remove a few things, and that is taking out the boot carpet. Now, I don't know if you guys can see from here, but we have quite a lot of noise cancelling foam on the carpet, which obviously, like in the title and the name, cancels out some of the noise and makes it quieter in the interior. And well, that can be good for some people like it quiet, but if you want a bit more noise, then just remove the carpet, and you can also remove the tools that sit underneath it. And when you do this, you'll just have a bare boot well, and you'll get all the noise from the inside. And some people can like this. I did it for a little while. It did get a bit drony, and there was like a noise that came off from the exhaust. It was like little bit annoying. It wasn't pleasant. It was more of a track thing really. It felt really like stripped in there, I must admit. It felt very Nürburgring spec. But I do like it tidy in here, so I put everything back. I still get a lot of noise from it, especially with the seats down. But if you want to go for that stripped look, then you can do that and you will get more noise too. But there's one more thing that actually sits in the boot that gives you some noise, and this does apply to when you take out the tools and the carpet, and that is the DB duct. Now, I'll take a picture for you guys and put it on the screen to show you what it looks like, and pretty much the DB duct is an opening to the back of the car. If you look through the DB duct, actually, you'll see the exhaust is just there. So pretty much, if you look through here, you'll see the exhaust system. Now, Me and my dad actually sorted out the DB duct, and now it's just two flaps that are constantly open, and well, we get a lot of the exhaust noise. Now if you guys want to do this, then it's pretty much an easy thing to do. The DB duct on mine was actually kind of wearing away a little bit, so we sorted it out, cleaned it up, and now we get quite a lot of noise from the exhaust. It's pretty awesome. It's a really easy thing to do and gives you tons of noise from the inside. Not too much, not drony, not annoying, just a nice increase, and you get to hear the pops and bangs too. But that does help having the seats down, you get to hear a lot more of it too. So all of that combined, you'll get 100% of the exhaust. If you have the tools and the carpet with just the seats down and the DB duct open, you'll get a lot of the noise, just a nice amount, the right amount, guys, not too much. You'll just get some nice noise from inside the cabin. You can hear the pops and bangs, the exhaust itself. It's a good time, I must admit. But that's pretty much it in terms of, well, everything back here. Let's now get inside the car and talk about some of the easy things that you can do as well while sat in the driver's seat. So back in the driver's seat, let's chat about some things you can do to increase the noise once again. So the easiest thing, and the thing that we all love doing, is pressing the sport button. Now, not only does it change the way the car behaves, it also activates the valve. And well, all Abarths have valves. There's just two variants, a top end and a low end. The top end activates at speed, so like maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, and you can notice it. I've been in the motorway at like 60 miles per hour, put it in sport mode, and wow, yeah, there's definitely an audible change. The lower end valve activates when you're stood still. So the lower end valve you'll see a lot on record Monzas, and you'll see it on Competiciones, any of the special 595s, any of them with a different exhaust to the standard 145. And well, definitely makes a change. I imagine you guys heard it on the F595 video I did a while back. We pressed the sport button and wow, whew, definitely an increase in the noise there. It was like, it was awesome. And on the 595 Competizione Cabby video, the grey one, such a nice car by the way, guys, that also had a lower end valve that definitely increased the noise from the exhaust, and that sounded fantastic too. Love a good record Monza with a valve on it. It sounds awesome. So the top end valve is more on the standard Abarths and maybe on some of the Turismos too, but we do get it on most of the 145s, and that will activate the valve at higher speeds, so you won't hear a difference when you're at standstill or idling. It'll just be when you're on the move. And well, it's pretty cool. I like that I still have that, and even if I do have to be driving to hear the difference, it's still pretty cool that we have a valve. And well, you just got to press the sport button. That's all you got to do, guys, and then you get some more lovely noise. Now when I'm in comfort mode, it seems that it takes away a lot of the pops and bangs and decreases the noise, so it's more of a civilized experience. When you press that sport mode, whoa, mayhem. Absolutely mayhem, guys. All hell breaks loose. We get the pops and bangs, the crazy bangs when you go up the box. It's awesomeness indeed. And the burbles, the lot, awesome. I love it. I absolutely do. And well, if you've got the lower end valve, then well, you'll hear the difference straight away when you press the sport button, and it's pretty great, I must admit. Every time I've pressed the sport button on the Cobs, yeah, good stuff indeed. Makes my Abarthisti face light up. It's awesome. It's crazy. It's great. That's what we love about Abarths. Now, the other thing you can do is lower the windows. I know that's a bit of a silly thing to include, but if you do, lower the windows, you get a bit more noise from the outside of the car into the cabin, and you do get to hear a lot more of the exhaust. This is quite a good method as well if you've got the stock exhaust, because I find that when the windows are up, you couldn't hear it at all. If you had the windows down, you could hear it a bit better, but it did help having the seats down and all that stuff, and driving it and using it too, getting rid of that carbon from the exhaust. Definitely helped it open up and made it a bit louder. But even when it was still a bit, carbonated, having the windows down, you could hear it a bit better. So that's pretty much all the methods really you can do to make your car louder. And that, my friends, will wrap up today's video. That is all of the ways that you can make your car louder from the inside and outside, add a few spicy noises to the exhaust, and well, just overall make it a bit louder. And well, if you're buying an Abarth, you're buying it for the noise and the performance, so why not add some character and a bit of spice to your exhaust by just doing those very easy methods. And well, if you'd like to see any more remastered videos, because I do have a few that I'd like to do, just leave a comment down below of which one you'd like to see next. And if you want to see any more content at all, and see it as soon as it comes out, all you got to do is hit that bell, like, comment and subscribe, because it's always appreciated. And well, I'm going to get to work on the second video for you guys, because that's right, double upload. But for now, I'll see you in the future, guys. Have a good one.